Alright guys, so here we are at Turner's again. I'm here with a buddy of mine. We're just looking for whatever we may find. He has a, what is it, 67 Mustang? 68 Mustang. So maybe looking for some Mustang parts. I'm looking for some trim for my truck. We're gonna wander a little farther back than we've been before and see what we find. We're still on the same path, walking a little farther back in. And we've come across these two Fords. That green one's a 68 or 69, and it looks like we have a 70 or 71. This one's still got a lot of the trim to it. The windshield trim is in pretty good shape. Camper special. Looks like it was white. That actually looks really good. Maybe I'll take that. Looks like we have an original spare tire carrier. Mine didn't have this. If you guys have been following my channel and seen my videos, I kind of just rigged one up and have a spare tire under the back of the bed, but this one I'll probably take. Fortunately, it's got that little tear in it. Maybe they cut it off, but the goal is to restore my truck to as original as possible, so I'm gonna see how much they want for this and take this one home. I also need these moldings that go along the wheel arches. That one's got a little ding in it. This one's got a pretty big ding in it. But the other two looked pretty good. Tailgate. Been thinking about making a tailgate bench in the garage. That'd be pretty cool. Wonder how much they would want for it. Looks like someone stored this seat from who knows what in here. Still got some pretty nice trim pieces. Let's see what else we find farther up. Right as I turn the camera off and start walking away, I see this step side. Let's see, it's a 71 F100. I've never actually seen one of these in person. The bed looks really straight, pretty cool. Solid spare tire carrier. Interior's pretty empty. Let's see, it's a manual steering. Grill's pretty smashed up. This one's got a 351 Windsor in it. Maybe it's all locked up. Pretty cool truck, especially that step-side bed. Some other old Fords. Looks like a 64 here. I'll check those out. Those are pretty cool. Gun racks. A hood emblem. Be pretty cool for some decoration piece to keep in the garage. fender right there. Let's see what else we can find. Still continuing up the way. Still a lot of space back here, a lot of stuff. Haven't even ventured over to that side. Looks like there's some trucks over back there. But this place really is massive. There's so much stuff. Found this pickup.
It's pretty cool.
International, is it?
Still locks and everything.
I know that cab looks... of course it's an old cab, old truck, but looks really straight actually.
Looks like they just sat here.
Yeah, it does. What is it? Is that 450? No, it doesn't really say the engine, does it?
No.
Did you see the year anywhere? Cool, I've never seen one of these before. Check out that school bus. Imagine fixing up one of these just to drive it around.
Shop structure.
Pretty cool. These axles are huge. Not quite sure what that is. It's probably been converted to gas, I would think. A few 60s Fords right there. Some more big trucks. This looks really nice though. This would be a fun truck to have.
It's a pretty cool grill.
Yeah, and it's a 4x4 too. Wish I could save it. Long bed. Inventory. Looks like this thing came in here on the 28th of September, 2017. It's pretty recent.
For over a year.
Got the hood right there. Logo. Ford. What is this? That looks a little new though. What's that? Ford.
I don't know.
Galaxy?
Oh, it's
Yeah, Galaxy. Thing's huge though.
390? No.
What year does it say this? Same thing, it's got a lot of the trim. Jeez. That trunk is huge.
Yeah.
Let's close it up. See if we can. Oh, dang.
So much
Hinges
room.
are a little rusted. Looks like it had some damage down there at the bottom.
So much room on this thing.
Yeah. It's a nice patina though. It looks really nice.
Yeah. Holy smokes. You could fit like another seat back here.
Little Mustang heading back here. You said it was a 67?
Yeah, it's the 67.
Same color as yours, you said?
Yeah. Don't go apart.
Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff in here. This one doesn't look too banged up compared to the other ones.
Yeah. It looks like they actually did body work on the engine bay.
Just piled up everything in here. Looks like a 70 written there on the frame, and check that out. I mean, you can't see it on the camera, but still has the spare tire mount. I wonder if I can have them take that one off for me and see how it looks. Oh, that tank looks really nice. This cab looks really good. Actually, I was thinking about replacing the cab on mine. Oh, look at that. Mine actually has that same piece patched up like that. And I always wondered if someone had done that before or if it was from the factory, but it looks like it's from the factory. So, some more Ford trucks. Looks like a unibody. Yeah, it's an orange unibody back there. And then this green one looks like an F600. The emblems are down there. You can take a look at it, but yeah, definitely it's pretty cool. Let's come around the other side here. Let's see what this thing is. Yeah, it's a Ford 600. Looks like this door's already open. That's interesting. It has a different cover there. Alright guys, so this is where they keep all the Mustangs. Kind of in this back corner. Everywhere we were earlier is all back that way up there. A lot of them are pretty trashed. That car always looks in good shape. But they're all along this little bank right here. This is pretty cool right here. This is a 67 Mustang. Plates last registered in 79. But this tow hitch attaches to the bumper. Goes down up in here. That rod hooks up somewhere under there. I'm assuming it bolts to the body. But whoever owned this car probably had a little trailer and towed things around. Alright Alright guys, so if you remember in my first video, I talked about Turner's in a video done by the Barn Find Hunter. He goes through the sheds, finds a bunch of really cool cars, and all there is in here is a bunch of carburetors. Don't mind the train. And I'm not quite sure what that car to the left is, but this is a Chevy Belair, 2-door. Really, really nice car. Complete car. Look at that interior. Looks really nice. You notice how long this thing has been sitting here for. Got just a bunch of carburetors and air cleaners. This car's pretty nice and straight too. Not quite sure what this is. Buick. 1956 Buick Special. Look at that bumper. Alright guys, so we're done with the junkyard. I'm going to go over each individual part one by one. This might look a little familiar. It's an auxiliary tank shield. If you remember in my last video, I found one, but that one was a little bit rough. It had a section of it cut out for I don't know what, and to remove it, they had removed and cut that rear tab. This one I found today in extremely good shape. Just need to clean it up, straighten out that back part there, but going over all the bolt holes up there are in good shape. They're not warped. I was also able to find this, which is a support for the shield. Ties in right here, and then this goes to the transmission cross member. So I was really excited that I found this one in good shape. I'm just going to probably scrap the other one, use the metal for something, but let's go on to the next thing. So the next item is this original spare tire carrier. I found this on the truck that I showed you guys earlier. It's not the original one that I had found. That one was a lot rustier and had this top corner for some reason was a little jagged and cut off. Who knows what happened with that, but was able to get this one off the truck. Got the original bolt there, so I just need to buy one more on this side and we'll get this in. And the last item, which I found on that same truck, was this OEM antenna. My truck's missing the antenna. This you can't order, you can't get. Pretty good shape, just needs to get cleaned up a little bit. It has a little bit of pitting. So you can see there. But that should clean up really well. Really, really straight. Just really happy with that. I'm gonna put that on the truck and should continue to complete the appearance.